Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So today we're over on the FHG account. So yesterday we covered Riz, the guild boss. Today we're going to be looking at Soren and the team comps that we utilize to do maximum damage on there. You want to make sure you're doing the most damage because, of course, the tier stones. So as we're collecting tier stones, as we're collecting gear for more and more teams, for more and more heroes, we want to make sure that you get the stones because you're going to have to save a considerable amount of these for the Prince of Persia. So don't buy that many tier stones. I literally save probably about 100,000 is what I sit on. Once I get above that mark, I know I'm good. When we look at the requirements for the exchange with the guild coins itself, you do have to save 40,000. So that is all you need, guys. Make sure you bank those 40,000 guild coins. I don't want you to buy more gear or buy more tier stones and then he is released and you don't have enough guild coins to go ahead and purchase him. But let's go ahead and we'll get into the boss. I'll show you the team comps that we're going to utilize to maximize your damage in here. So Soren is a little different than Riz. Big thing with him is the frightened ability. So the frightened ability is a crowd control ability that he will hit you with. If you can turn Soren around, which we will utilizing Warwick, he will only hit Warwick with this ability instead of your entire team. If he's hitting your entire team, chances are Soren, because he is so strong, he is going to kill out some of your other heroes, which makes it very, very difficult. So this team comp particularly, I'm going to run Soren in the bottom. I tried running him in the middle Warwick, running Warwick in the bottom. I tried running him in the middle. Every single time that I ran him in the middle, Soren killed him. So once we got the first crowd control up from Soren, Soren killed Warwick every single time. Here with the function, we can actually have Rose. We are going to follow Soren to maximize his damage. So looking at this team comp and the artifacts that we're utilizing, we have Soren here with the Chaos Bringer to maximize the haste, making sure he's doing the most damage. We have Rose in here who is going to be the buffer for Soren, and we do run the Eye. As the battle does last a full minute 30, the extra attack that the Eye is going to bring, transferred part of it to Soren, making him stronger. We have Rain up here with the Eye as well, or with the Eye running the blade on Rosa. So we have the Eye on Rain, increasing the attack speed. That's really the big thing. You have to have her 3 of 9 furniture. If you don't have her 3 of 9 furniture, Rain is worthless for this fight because she brings a 30% boost to the boss damage, which we'll look at right now. So the furniture, after 3 seconds of battle, the enemy with the lowest health is marked up until death. Well marked, all damage dealt is increased by 30%. That is right, guys. Her 3 of 9 furniture you have to have. Twins with the call, of course, because of the super cycle. And then Warwick there for the Bone Breaker ability, negating some of the defense. And as you see, Soren is only level 1. Soren really doesn't do any damage. That is why Grez is not effective. Soren doesn't get strong enough for Grez to steal the power, feeding it to the minions. That is the reason why we don't use Grez. I know some people have said, why don't we use Grez? That is the exact reason. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to run this team comp. This is the best team comp for Soren, guys. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit the battle. We're going to leave auto on there until we get Warwick to ult twice. So we do want to turn Soren around. Right now, he is not. There's one ult, and there's the crowd control that he does. So the next ult, he should be turned around. There we go. He is turned around. Now you actually just want to manually ult or turn off ults because Warwick, you do not want to ult again. You want him to remain behind Soren with Soren turned around. That's the whole point of running this team comp, is he is turned around and he's not doing that massive frighten on the entire team, which can be devastating. And I'm not too used to manually ulting right now, but guys, look at the damage that we're pulling here. 45 billion damage, so definitely a very, very solid attempt right there. 29 billion from Soren. Then we have almost 8 billion there from Rose, which again, Rose puts a lot more damage into Soren. So that is the first team comp. That, guys, is the most effective team comp. So some of the variations for this team comp, a lot of players will drop a Warwick and put in Mortis. Mortis serves the same purpose. Mortis, big thing with him, doesn't need his signature item, doesn't need his furniture. Same with Warwick, doesn't need signature item, doesn't need furniture. But Mortis in this combination will buff your heroes, all 4 of your heroes. Once the heroes are buffed, he doesn't do anything else in the battle. If he dies out, it doesn't make a difference. He does very minimal damage, but you want that buff up on all of the heroes before he dies. Another one that a lot of players look at is putting Lorzen in here. So Lorzen is going to amplify the damage that is done to Soren using that inner sight ability. The only big difference between utilizing both of these other team comps is you do not turn the boss around. It is very, very difficult to maximize your damage if the boss does not get turned around, because every so many seconds you'll get hit with that frighten ability, resulting in your enemies or your heroes killing themselves. And like I had said before, Saurus will kill out heroes very, very quick. So the third or fourth and final variation that we see is if a lot of players don't have Rain. So they've actually used Lorzen in here instead of Rain, bringing a little bit more damage with the ultimate ability, and then utilizing again Warwick in this scenario to turn Soren around. So we're going to run this one for the final team comp to see him turn around. So remember, Warwick has to ult twice. So that is what we're waiting for, guys. Once you see Soren turn around, even if we slow it down, you want to see Soren turn around. One gets him right to about the middle. The second ultimate ability that he does will turn him around. And there we go. Second ult just happened. He got turned right around, which is exactly what we wanted. So now do not ult Warwick because we have him exactly where we want him to be. He is turned around. The other 4 heroes, you can go ahead and ult as much as you can, as fast as you can, because essentially that is what we want to do to make sure, again, Soren stays turned around. Guild bosses are something that they've never changed. In the entire time that I've been playing AFK Arena, guild bosses have never changed. I'm sure there's going to be a point where Lilith is going to work on the guild bosses, or they might change or update something with them, which I think would be very cool to see. Even if they added possibly a 3rd guild boss, I think it would be, again, very, very cool to see some changes or some updates to the guild bosses themselves. It's not too bad, guys. We got 30 billion there. Probably could have done a little bit more, but this is the team comp. So not utilizing Rain, it is putting Lorzen in the place. So let's look at those two team comps. 31, which was using Lorzen, and that is how much damage or how much increased damage that Rain brings with that 3 of 9 furniture. Go ahead and build her, guys. Get her to that 3 of 9 furniture. We utilize her for guild bosses. We've utilized her for some of the Twisted Realm bosses. We've used her in the Abyssal Expedition. So she does have some niche places that she's used. We've even seen her in some formations throughout the Voyage of Wonder or the Peaks of Time adventures, things of that nature. So let's look at a perfectly executed Soren comp. So one of my guildies here, Raph, perfectly executed Soren comp. So this is running Saurus with Rose again, just like we've seen, Rain with the twins, and Warwick. Signature items much, much higher than I possess. Elder Tree, much higher, completely maxed out here. So looking at this team comp, we're going to slow it down, and you'll see the ultimate ability. We're going to use Warwick to turn Soren around so we can make sure that our heroes are going to live. There's the buff. Saurus ulted. There's Warwick's ult. So that is the first ult, meaning that Warwick is about in the middle of Soren right now. Second one is coming up very, very soon. And look at all the guild coins or all the gold just flying off with boss. There is the second buff. So Warwick is now turned around. So the 4 remaining heroes we are going to ult. But as we know, watch the clock, guys. Watch the timer. As we reach that 100 billion mark, 92, we are very, very close. 94, there's 100 billion. Ding. Soren dies. That is right, guys. If you have never seen it before, that is actually Soren dying at 100 billion damage. The boss does die. Riz does the exact same thing. When he hits a certain amount of damage, he dies. So there were still 20-something seconds left of the battle. At that point, Soren did die, ultimately ending the battle. So So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, make sure you're maximizing your guild coins in here. Make sure you're maximizing your damage. You have to get the guild coins. The faster you can acquire gear, the faster that you can get tier stones, the tier 1, 2, and 3 stones, the stronger your formations and the stronger your heroes are going to be. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.